instant petrification versus instant restoration. Who actually breaks first? You click for Boa Hancock versus Tsunade, and you're in the right arena. But before we crown anyone, answer this. What happens when one touch overwrites your body into stone and the other rewinds lethal damage on the spot? Can Tsunade even act before Mero lands? Or does Hancock crack when her charm can't end what refuses to stay down? This isn't just about who wins. It's about what happens when two I don't lose powers try to overwrite each other. Does the Mero no me lock the state on frame 1? Or does creation rebirth erase the lost condition entirely? Let's define the absolutes and set the rules of engagement. Two absolute buttons on one screen. Hancock turns desire into stone. Tsunade turns death into a reset. Which rule of reality wins first? Hancock's devil fruit is a status overwrite. If your mind flinches, lust, awe, a slip in discipline, she fires Mero, Mellow, and the body calcifies on contact. It's not about how tough you are. It's about whether your state flags the condition. From there, she layers control. A wide cone for instant checks, slave arrow that fragments and spreads petrification on impact, and pistol kiss, projectiles that carry the same threat at range. Add armament and observation Haki, and her pressure sticks. She forces respect with every glance. Tsunade answers with pre-committed survival. Strength of 100 stores chakra ahead of time, then auto caches it as creation rebirth when damage lands. Cells restitch mid-strike, bones realign, organ failure gets erased before it becomes a lost state. Her precision chakra control keeps the power efficient, while Katsu lets her distribute healing as a network and share loads across clones. Then the hammer falls, chakra-enhanced strength that shatters dense targets and turns a tag into a win condition. Here's the friction point. Instant status versus instant restoration isn't symmetrical. If petrification is damage, Tsunade rewinds it. If it's a transformation that suspends biology, her restore may not even boot. Think software. Petrify is a status lock that bricks the OS. Creation rebirth is system restore. If the OS can't launch, your restore can't fire. We do have a hint of behavior. Hancock's stone has reversed when the emotional state stops meeting the condition, implying the effect tracks a mental flag. Tsunade's healing autoprocs off lethal harm, including organ rupture and near bisection, meaning her system is aggressive and fast. So the core question is simple. In cross logic, does Tsunade's heal treat stone as injury, or does it fail against a non-biological state? The asymmetry sets the stakes. If it's a transformation, she must prevent the condition, not fix it afterward. With the absolutes defined, we need hard edges. How each woman enforces her win condition in real combat. If Hancock needs one compromised heartbeat to win, can Tsunade ever be caught in that frame? Hancock's lane is control. She weaponizes status with Mero, Mellow, forces checks with a wide cone, then peppers the field with slave arrow shards and pistol kiss snipes. She layers Haki on top, armament to make every kick bite, observation to track intent shifts, and the aura pressure that makes opponents hesitate when they should move. One lapse and body's locked. That's the cell. Tsunade builds a fortress. She preloads chakra, releases the seal, and lets healing trigger on impact. Creation rebirth turns lethal into keep swinging. She triages the field with Katsu, offloading damage and maintaining comms level awareness, then cashes out with a straight punch that deletes dense targets. She keeps clarity through pain and regulates her mental state with tight chakra control. Her kit says, stay in the pocket and break the problem. So who blinks first? Conqueror's pressure can rattle untrained wills, but Tsunade lives in crisis mode. She's a battlefield commander who treats noise as background. Hancock needs an emotional flag to light up. Tsunade aims to offer none. Hancock's offense flows. Cone for instant condition testing. Arrows to force multi-angle dodges. Haki-infused strikes when she gets in. Agility to circle and keep the sightline live. She makes you manage too many variables at once, hoping for that one slip. Tsunade's defense stacks. She averts or muddies line of sight, uses debris and dust to cut angles, and keeps Katsu between her and persistent harassment. Sealing knowledge gives her options to disrupt charm vectors, while sheer pain tolerance keeps her focus stable under sudden spikes. Her strength scales to threats that demand hardened targets crack, and her healing has restored catastrophic damage in stride, letting her trade without fear. Durability won't save you from petrification if the condition hits. That's Hancock's ace. But in a live open, Tsunade reads the beam, releases the seal, restricts eye contact, and surges. Early edge goes to Hancock if that first test lands during setup. The longer Tsunade stabilizes her protocols, the worse Hancock's window gets. Now we simulate the clash in phases: opening gambit, mid-fight adaptation, and the final exchange. We move straight into live exchanges and how each kit forces or dodges the win condition. The fight, opening frame to final crack. If Mero lands first, Is that checkmate, or do Tsunade's focus routines deny the condition on reaction? We open clean. Phase 1 is neutral. Hancock dances for line of sight, offsetting her stance to frame a cone, then snaps Mellow the moment Tsunade's posture offers a lane. Tsunade doesn't look. She pops the strength of 100 seal, lets the mark flood chakra, and drives in with explosive steps that chew distance and kill angles. Hancock hunts a compromised state. She feints with head tilts, plays the beauty shock for a micro stutter, and leans on her wide Mero Mellow cone to test discipline. Tsunade counters by steering her gaze to shoulder lines and feet, not the face. She rips chunks of terrain, kicks dust, and throws debris to foul sight lines while forcing the clash into elbow range where setup is hardest. Phase 2, adaptation. Hancock pivots off the cone and fires slave arrow to saturate airspace with hundreds of heart-shaped shots, then threads pistol, kiss through gaps to tag Tsunade's approach. She spikes in with armament-laced perfume femur, spinning kicks that petrify contact points to punish overcommit. Tsunade answers with violence. She punches through the arrow cloud, breaks the projectile rhythm, and lets Katsuyu split to blanket splash and fairy micro heals. Her footwork corrals Hancock toward walls and craters that deny clean beams. Then she commits to one-hit kill zones, where a single step wrong equals a shattered guard. Technical beat. Tsunade's chakra-amped blows reduce entire buildings to rubble. A single kick carves craters, and her heaven kick of pain can destroy streets to dust on impact. One clean tag matters, because raw durability doesn't scale well into that. Edge case trimmed to the core. Partial or full, petrification is a binary threat window. Tsunade plays prevention. No direct gaze, neutral affect, constant pressure, rather than banking on reversal mid-state. Phase 3, attrition. Tsunade's auto-heal keeps tempo high. Hancock's observation buys time, but every whiffed mellow or wasted volley drains stamina and shrinks the status window. Then the shift. Tsunade lands a perfect shot, rhythm breaks, and Hancock's opportunity compresses with each reset. Hold that state change. We're ready to make the final call. Verdict, one absolute breaks. In a direct, informed duel where both know the other's win condition, Tsunade's medical fortress outlasts Hancock's status window. Creation, rebirth, and the strength of 100 keep her attacking while damage evaporates, and her chakra control helps maintain a neutral mindset that starves the impure thought trigger. One clean tag punishes any miss with overwhelming force. Why this counters petrification? If petrification functions as cellular damage, continuous regeneration rolls it back as it sets. If it's a state change, Tsunade's prevention and pressure deny the trigger. Hancock needs a single compromised heartbeat. Tsunade denies that frame and cracks back. The winner is Tsunade. Now it's your move. Post a concrete win route for Hancock. Setup, timing, distance, and resource burn. Who should face Tsunade next? Subscribe and join as a member to see more battle analysis.